Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I'm back with another WWE video. But I want to come and talk about some people that I feel who deserves to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, or people who deserve a single induction into the Hall of Fame. Now, I will talk about Dave Batista in NWO at the end of the video. So these are people. We're gonna start off with the men who I think should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. These are people who has been part of ECW, WCW, and WWE. So in no typical order, I'm not gonna talk on some all of them, but let me just give you the few. I feel like, let's see. Oh my God, where would I start? Vampiro. He was part of WCW. Sandman, The Great Khali, Raven, MVP, Matt Striker, JTG and Chad Gaspard, um, Dave Finley, Hornswoggle, Ezekiel Jackson, Darren Young, Crash Holly, CM Punk, Christian, Billy Kidman, Santino Marella, Psychosis, Taz, and Kajiri, and Big Show. Those are the guys. But I'm gonna be talking. The five guys I will be talking about is I'm gonna be talking about Christian Cage, CM Punk, um, JTG and Chad Gaspar, Santino Marella, and Chuck Jury. Those are the five guys I need to talk about. So let's start with Christian Cage. So as y'all know, not a year ago, about 2 to 3 years ago, Edge was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame by Christian. Now I would say both of them should be inducted as a tag team, but that for one that does need to happen. But I want to see Christian Cage in inducted because I feel like he has done a lot for WWE. He has put his body on the line. He left and came back. I mean, who would not want to see Christian Cage inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame? All right. The next person, okay, that was Christian Cage. CM Punk. I think seeing CM Punk on backstage, I feel like it's one of several things is a good thing, but I feel like he is overdue for to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't know if y'all agree with me or not agree with me, but he has accomplished a lot, and he's back. And I feel like this is a chance for them to induct him into the Hall of Fame. That's one. But number two, but number two, give him a chance to come back and wrestle. Just give him that opportunity. Hey. So that was number two. Okay, JTG and Chad Gaspard. Now, the reason I say JTG and Chad Gaspard, they was a from now entertaining tag team. I would say they was very entertaining. And another entertaining way that I like, this was something I liked. They were so entertaining. They smashed. They worked together. They worked it with some of the women. I don't say women, but then it was like the divas back in the day. They worked well with them. And to me, when I see, and I have, like I said, go and check my video out on when I talk about but when I see, and I don't know if everybody will see it like I do, I have been saying for months, when I see Street Profits, that's another version of JTG and Chad Gaspar. So I feel like they are owed this since you are recreating this. So yeah, all right. Santino Marella was the funniest, most entertaining wrestler. So why not put him into the Hall of Fame? Is one, but y'all, that's that. Now another one is Taz. Taz has made his mark in WCW and in the WWE, and then he was became a commentator. But he was when I go back and I look at videos of him wrestling, he was pretty good. He was pretty good, and he really deserves it. He really deserves to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now another one is I got before I talk about this guy. I have to, for a bonus, before I talk about this actual guy I want to talk about. Let me talk about Vampiro. Vampiro, as we all know, we know him from being on Lucha Libre and Lucha Underground. He's a great commentator, but don't forget he got to start as a wrestler. And and when I go back and look at videos, I'm going, dang, this guy was good. One WWE has to consider him to be and induct him into the Hall of Fame. That's one. So the last person I need to come and talk about is Tajiri. Now Tajiri, I liked him when he first came. You really know what he was known for, and when we started seeing him doing this mist, he was known for the green mist. And you get that from Japan. And now you see Kairi Sane and Oscar do it. I mean, to me, when I see Kairi Sane and Oscar do it, to me, you paying tribute to the Asian wrestlers that started that. So, yeah. So, last but not least is Big Show. And the reason I'm saying Big Show needs to be inducted, he's been doing this for what? 20 between 20 to 30 something odd years now. To me, I think he deserves it. But come on, the form and the reason I wanted to wait till the last thing. Okay, Dave Bautista, I will say he does deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but that's just it. He just deserves it. But when it comes to the NWO, the four people y'all decided to adopt is Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and X-Pac. Four members. And if I can remember, it was several other members and everything. And I don't, to me, it kind of irks me that X-Pac is being, okay, let me see how I can put this. Back-to-back years inducted in the Hall of Fame for D Generation X, but now this year also being inducted again for NWO. I feel like that should have went to Big Show. So y'all, I want to hear from y'all or when it comes to that. So I'm just gonna go through these women right quick, and then I'm gonna just tell you my top 5 that I feel like they really need to consider. You got the Bella Twins as a group. You got AJ Lee, Alicia Fox, China, and Christy Hemming, Candice Michelle, let's see, Dawn Marie, E. Torres, Jazz, Lydia Garcia, Layla Ali, and Michelle McCool, Melina, Molly Holly, Victoria, Rosa Mendez, Stacy Keebler, and Paige. The 5 women I am going to come and talk about is AJ Lee, oh, I forgot 3. Excuse me. Bull Nico, Terry Reynolds, and Vicky Guerrero. So the women I'm going to come and talk about is I want to come and talk about Layla Ali and Michelle McCool. I want to talk about Molly Holly, Victoria Paige, and I want to come back and talk about China. So let's get started. So we're going to start with Molly Holly. I been hearing. I agree with every female who say that Molly Holly needs to be abducted. I agree with that. Molly Holly has done a lot for this industry. If you look up her accomplishments, you'll go, wow, she does deserves it. So yeah, she's my top five. She's my top pick to be abducted this year. If not, I'll be pissed. So my number two pick will be Victoria. Victoria, she, if y'all remember her story, she came into the WWE part of the Godfather's um HO train. HO train, if you remember, and then she showed that she could wrestle and things. So I mean, she just took off from there, and I remember that because I was 15 years old when that happened, and her retiring earlier this year, yeah, it's deep for those two women. It's overdue, overdue. Okay, let's see. All right, AJ Lee. AJ Lee, for her time being in the WWE, she accomplished a lot. She became women's champion. This when wasn't women's champion, it was known as the Divas champion, and she made the Divas champion what it is today. Turning at what we have for the women's title belt is she made it what it is today. So I think is a great it would be a great way to honor her. So let's see. Lillian Garcia. I think Lillian Garcia is overdue for a Hall of Fame um, induction. We have never seen a female announcer inducted into the Hall of Fame. So to see a female announcer who has for over, I say maybe 10, 15 years maybe, to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I mean, it would be kind of cool to see her inducted. So yeah. Now, I will say Layla Ali and Michelle McCool will need to be inducted in as much as a tag team, and as a group. And the reason I say we have a women's tag team division, I remember very clearly and vaguely when both of them thought when they both um was fighting over the women's title belt, and I remember it broke, and like they both was called women's champions. They epitomized what women tag team was. They did that. So really and truly, we wouldn't have a tag team division if it wasn't for women of the past. But if it wasn't for these two bringing it back in the forefront, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't commend that to the Bellas. I won't. No, I'm not. But do the Bellas? I will say Bellas do deserve to be in the tag team. But I feel like if it came to like saying who epitomized the women's tag team, I would say Layla Ali and Michelle McCool. And like I'm saying, I would want to see them adopted this year because I mean they have done it all. These two women showed us women's tag team before ooh, before we had a women's tag team division. So yeah. Last but not least, I gotta talk about Paige. I literally said in a video when I was talking about the Bellas, and I had said, oh, if they adopted Neil, they better adopt Paige too. Now, I really say Paige does deserve it. She's been in this industry for a long time. She alongside with her family and everything. And yeah, I mean, Fighting with My Family, if you remember that movie is based off of her family. She worked hard. And so do I, even though she's not wrestling no more, and she don't have a filter to herself, I feel like Paige is somebody that's well deserved of being abducted, be the youngest to be the youngest inducted into the Hall of Fame. I mean, it is important to say needs to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and that's all I have to say about that. But let me get on China right quick. As y'all know, China was inducted into the Hall of Fame as part of the Generation X. I don't think China fans is not gonna accept that until she has an individual induction. And so that's one thing I want to say. I'm gonna say this. I'm not going to accept that last year's induction until she has a singles a singles Hall of Fame inductions. That's just that. But that's all I have to say about this. And y'all, let me hear from y'all. Let me hear from y'all. What female you out of the females that I named and men that I named, who were you very surprised that I listed to who I want to see part of the WWE Hall of Fame 2020 this year, this next coming year? Okay, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to